that, they finally found a builder to come in there and do that one, so that's gonna be 86, lots. And that entrance will be off Colerain Road. They will not be able to come through the original Meadows entrance, it'll be off Colerain Road.
Are you able to tell us the builder?
I don't know who the builder is,
Okay.
yeah. We have Settlers Hammock, phase 5, that, 65 lots.
Phase 37.
And, yeah, and I think that's the last phase for Settlers Hammock.
I don't think that can go any farther.
Yeah, I don't think they go any, they don't have any more
In
land.
the school parking lot.
Yeah,
I know.
We have Lake Victoria, phase 4 and 5, construction has, started in there, that's 150 lots. We have the villas at Camden Woods, that's phase 2, and these are all single-family lots, 212 lots in there. Construction has started, and I think that's Century Communities is building in there. And I think they've got another name up for it, but it's still gonna be the villas at Camden Woods too. And as we're talking about that, the city has, granted the bid to a construction firm, and they're gonna start on Camden Woods Parkway, paving it all the way out to Laurel Island Parkway, and then over to Gross Road as well. We have enough right of way now where we can also four-lane it in the future, because there'll be commercial lots on both sides of the road. And probably gonna be 1,000 more homes planned for Camden Woods Parkway at some point. There's also, the school also has a site there, 5-acre site. I just met with them the other day, and they really don't have any plans for any new schools right now, so that's kinda on hold. Fillers Reserve, phase 2 was approved, construction started. North Shore, they continue to build out. They have a plan for phase 2, but we haven't seen any conceptual site plans for that yet, but I'm sure down the road they'll have the phase 2. Let's see, Crooked River Estates, which is, up 17 on the east side, right past Colerain Road. That's 300 lots. They supposedly gonna begin construction at the end of this year. They do have a builder they've already contracted with, and the phase 1 plans have already been approved.
Is that entrance gonna be right off of 17?
Yes, right offset there. They're gonna have 2 entrances at some point.
Right.
Once they get to the second phase, yeah. And I think it's gonna be a gated, pretty sure it's gonna be a gated community. So we have the Odyssey at Mallet Gardens, that's the apartments off East King Avenue and North Court Boulevard. They will have 200 units. Construction is still in progress, but they have opened up 2 buildings already, and they're already full in those 2 buildings. So there's still a lot of demand for apartments in Kingsland. However, they did want to tell you the city does have a moratorium on apartments right now, so there won't be any built at least till next May.
No new starts.
Yeah, nothing new starts. They'll look at it again in May and see if they want to extend that moratorium. But what we're looking at is City of Kingsland is doing an impact fee study right now. That takes about a year to complete. And so we'll start having impact fees. And the builders didn't like it, but we looked at every city around Kingsland and everybody has impact fees. We were the only one that didn't, so.
Is that just for apartments, or is that for
That's
single
gonna be
family
for
homes?
everything, for
Oh,
houses,
okay.
whatever,
Yeah.
commercial, whatever, yeah. That's just something everybody does now. And impact fees, it's just not something that goes to water and sewer. That, helps projects in the police department, fire department, planning and zoning, your whole city, that's what impact fees go to.
When does that take effect, like right when they ask for the initial permit? Is there an impact fee?
Yeah, it's like when you pay your water and sewer tap.
Okay.
It'll just be another impact fee on top of that.
Is it a percentage or like a flat rate?
They haven't decided that yet.
Oh,
You
okay.
can do it either way, but we haven't decided which way we want to do it.
So Scott, going back to the moratoriums on the apartments, will you guys look at how many of the old apartment buildings are now down to less than a third of their?
We will. We'll look at that. We'll also look at the number of single-family that's one reason, that's another reason they did the moratorium, because of trying to let the single-family homes catch up with the apartment units.
And will they look at, so if they're gonna look at single-family homes, are they gonna look at how many of the resale single-family homes are now sitting on the market for way longer than they used to, because we've got an
And
inundation of new
I'm not
homes?
sure if they'll look at that, I don't know if we have access to that, but it may be something to look at.
We can
I'm
get-
not doing the impact.
We can
fees.
get them that information, just
Yeah.
FYI, so.
Yeah, I'll let them know that. Anyway, so we have Platform, it's called Platform Kingsland, that's a 200-unit apartment complex. Now, this was already approved before this moratorium kicked in, and that's gonna be on Keith Dixon Way, behind the technical college. Construction is supposed to start in December of this year, and they will finish paving Keith Dixon and connect it to Green Tree Drive, so they'll build a freeway there. That'll help out, the traffic a little bit there. We have a proposed 600-unit, single-family home subdivision off Scrubby Bluff Road. That was the Gross's, parcel that they sold out there. I just met with the, developer and builder last week about that, so they're getting ready to start that, and start construction probably in early of 2026. That's gonna be a very, very nice, subdivision, a lot of great amenities, and some things that connect to the marsh and the rivers back there. It's gonna be very nice, kind of an upscale neighborhood for Kingsland.
Who's the builder?
I think they're called Hines, but I'm not sure. They've never built in Kingsland before. But they do a lot of, high-end stuff like in Charlotte, West Palm Beach and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a nicer neighborhood. We have Fiddler's Cove, Phase 4, it's 15 lots, and Phase 5, we just did the final plat on that, that's 16 more lots out there. Brookshire Green have 61 single-family lots, they've already started building houses out there, and I'm sure, I don't know if any of y'all sold any out there, but Brookshire Green's continuing to build out. We have the landing at Crooked River, that's on Old Still Road across from Synergy. That build out continues, they're selling those houses left and right, I don't know why, but they are. But that continues. We have the, Haddock, let's see, yeah, the 48-unit, apartment complex on Haddock Road, the one that Bill Gross is building. No, I'm sorry, I'm the wrong way, no, forget that. This is a 48-unit market rate apartment complex planned for Brazel Road behind the G-Track store.
What store?
That, well,
It's a
What
gas,
store?
it's a gas station,
Yeah.
convenience store at exit
Oh.
6. Oh, okay.
yeah, right off, when you get off of exit 6, that,
It's on the right.
it's called a G-Track, and then he's got another station too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's on Brazel Road behind there. He's planning on doing a 48-unit market rate apartment complex. However, he can't do anything until after May on that. He has submitted some conceptual site plans. We have Fairways Edge Phase 2 and 3. The new PD and plat was approved, 215 single-family lots. This will now be called Laurel Preserve Phase 1 and 2. The builders wanted to change the name.
Do we know who the builders are yet?
I think it's the same people that are in, Camden Woods right now, Century.
Century.
Century, yeah, I think that's the same people. They should be starting at the end of the year, and of course, that entrance for that will be off Winding Road. And they're only gonna do like, what they're gonna do, instead of doing a bunch of houses at one time, they're gonna do like 10 to 15, see how it goes, and then do another 10 to 15, like that. So that may be a long build out in there. We have Haddock Landing, that's the 44-unit apartment, complex that Bell Gross is doing on Haddock Road.
Scott, will you tell them what workforce housing means?
Yeah, workforce housing is just that your rent is based on your income. It does not mean Section 8. They've kinda got away from that, term. But, workforce housing is for people that, you make from $30,000 to $70,000 a year. That's what those apartments are for. And that's gonna be opening at the end of the year. really nice building, it's gonna have great landscaping. There's some great views of the lake and everything behind them, so Mr. Gross did a nice job on that. We have Canopy Oaks, which is on Gross Road. I'm sure you've already seen the construction out there, where they clear cut everything they could, which we weren't happy about that. But anyway, that's gonna be 187 single family lots right there. And we have Wrights Island. This is a proposed 576 single family homes.
Good golly.
This is off Laurel Island Parkway. And I know you guys have already seen where they're clear cutting
Yeah,
the
Bristol
front
Hammond.
part on Laurel Island Parkway. So this is gonna be, they'll have single family homes, but up front on Laurel Island Parkway, they'll have commercial lots and some townhomes mixed in right there. I don't know what's coming on the commercial lots yet. They're just clearing and getting it ready for that.
So
right now.
where is that on Laurel Island?
Right there across from the high school, at
Oh, okay,
Bobcat.
yeah.
Heading towards
Cause
Bristol
we need some more
Hammond.
traffic right there.
How many lots did you say?
576.
Oh my gosh.
Where are these
Right.
people coming from?
They will have, yeah, I'm gonna talk about that in a minute.
Oh my goodness.
I told y'all there was stuff.
Tell them to
we
go
didn't know.
on back up.
They will have two entrances to the neighborhood, will be off of Laurel Island Parkway, and they will have one entrance off Bristol Hammock. They'll have a right-hand turn lane off of Bristol Hammock as well.
I'm sure they're happy about that.
Right on that bit.
Yeah, they were not. But they did repave Bristol Hammock Road, so it's a better road now through there. But that's a huge, huge project. It's gonna be very nice homes in there. The ones on the marsh will probably go from $500,000 to $700,000. Let's see, Dominion Communities has proposed a 214 unit workforce housing complex on Crown Point Parkway. They've submitted a conceptual site plan, but they're waiting on to see what interest rates are gonna do before they start that. Have a 16 unit townhome community on South Orange Edwards Boulevard that Austin Sawyer's doing. Construction's already started, and I think that's gonna be good for that area.
They need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need it out there. And in fact, we had, if you're going up, in that same area, down Clark's Bluff Road, and I think it's, I don't know what the other road is.
Down by Longwood.
Yeah, two guys bought, I forgot their names.
Yeah.
They bought that old townhome development right there, and they redoing the whole thing.
It looks really good.
They needed to.
That's
Yeah.
long overdue.
I saw
Yeah,
something.
Long overdue.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a nicer area out there. Vicuna Road Estates project, that's another 630 single family homes and duplex lots. That's, of course, on Vicuna Road, near the elementary school out there. That's the Sawyer project. We've already annexed the land in, and the PD was approved, this past February. They probably won't start that till another year, 2 years. And the reason is because the city, they don't have the sewer capacity out there or water pressure. So the city is, building a new sewer plant out there and, upgrading some of the water lines and, the pumps out there, and we have to do all that before they can start. But that's gonna help that whole area. It's gonna help North Shore too. North Shore has terrible water pressure, so that's gonna help them as well.
And internet.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a 500 unit multi-use project, including single family homes, townhomes, and 8 acres of commercial lots, and that's gonna be off Colerain Road on the west side of 95. So that's on the other side of the expressway up there. They just had their preliminary plat approved last month. That's gonna be another really nice neighborhood in there.
How far up on Colerain?
Hmm?
How far up?
It's just that when you go on Colerain under 95, it's right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's probably, I don't know, half a mile down the way.
Yeah.
Right before you get to where those transmission lines go through.
Okay.
Yeah, right there. We have a proposed 200 unit mixture of townhomes and apartments on the corner of Marsh Harbor and Laurel Island Parkway. Of course, he has to do the townhomes first, can't do the apartments yet. And there'll be, let's see what property, so there'll be an entrance. The entrance will be on Laurel Island Parkway, the main entrance. You will be able to go out on Marsh Harbor, but you won't be able to turn in on Marsh Harbor. So we had to kind of figure that out about the traffic.
Who's the builder on that one? Who's the builder?
I forgot the guy's name, I can't remember who it was. Let's see, 165 square, single family lot subdivision with some cottage style houses, shared alleyways, with garages in the rear. That's gonna be on the north side of Scrubby Bluff Road. That's gonna be part of the sports and entertainment park master plan. So the Georgia, Florida, sports park is coming. We got a lot of plans coming in for them. That's gonna include, a lot of sports fields, some gyms, an RV park. They're planning on having hotels and all kind of restaurants there. But part of it also will be single family subdivisions and some multifamily, apartments in there as well. But that's coming, and they've already designed where they're gonna have, some roads coming off May Creek Road, where they're gonna try to keep a lot of the traffic off May Creek Drive and have the roads coming off that.
And you and I talked about this the other day, when we were with Bill. That's gonna be big for tournament play, but it's also gonna be good during the week for the local
Yeah.
kids and stuff. They'll have access to that too.
Yeah, they will. All the locals will have access to it.
Where would that be located?
Right off May Creek Road,
Behind
right
Bradford
before
Road.
the school there, right before the school, and, but like I said, they're gonna try to build a lot of new roads in there, where they can keep that traffic off that May Creek Drive down there. But that's gonna be good for Kingsland. It's gonna bring in a lot
I think so.
of sales tax in
Yeah.
Kingsland for that. Let's see where we're at.
Sorry, I didn't mean to mess you up.
That's good. 12-unit townhome project located in the corner of Boone Street and Mariners Drive. That's the, Mr. Teakin that owns Ops. He's gonna be doing that. Canopy Grove, which is located on North Grove Boulevard, that's gonna be a 29, single-family lot project. It's gonna be one road in with a cul-de-sac. It's gonna be a gated community, and it's half-acre lots.
That'll be
It's
nice.
kinda going for a different,
People want the space now.
some people want, bigger lots now, so that's gonna be a pretty nice one. There's a lot of pretty trees.
Do you have
in that
any
area.
idea when that would be started or anything?
That one? Oh, they started.
Oh, they've already started.
They're starting clearing now, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everything's been approved for them. They're good to go. We have Colonial Landing, which is a 168-unit townhome development. That's gonna be off Wildcat Drive. And that backs up to, I think that's Lake Victoria
Yeah.
right there, and Lake Camilla.
Camellia, yeah, like Camellia, yeah.
The preliminary plat has been approved. There'll be 2 entrances off Wildcat Boulevard right there for that. Now, I just wanna discuss, I know you've heard all the rumors about Sheffield Island, or if you haven't.
You will.
I don't know where you've been, but.
Yeah.
Anyway,
The
Sheffield
newspaper.
Island is up there off Harris Bluff, Road. It's, down Sheffield Island, Road, and then Simmons Bluff Road. We have a company that's the same company that did North Shore. They're wanting to do a 750 single-family lot subdivision in there. We had a lot of discussion with them. I've worked with them for 2 or 3 months already. Cause they have to annex the land in. They have to run all the sewer and water because there's no sewer out there. So they've agreed to run all the sewer from I-95 all the way out there to that development. At their,
That's
at their
quite
cost,
an
let me just say,
expense.
at their cost. The city has no cost in that at all, which is I think they said $3.5 million thing to do that.
Yes. Wow.
Now, that didn't include the cost of buying the land and then everything else that goes into it. But anyway, we had several meetings, we had a public hearing on this, and we had probably the most people we've ever had at a planning commission meeting. There's probably 200 people there. Nobody wants this. Nobody wants to see it out there. And I get it, it's, there's some nice homes out there in London Hill. They have big lots. And these guys, they wanted to do some 40-foot lots, some 50-foot lots, 70-foot lots. They had a lot of issues and obstacles to get over. When I first did my first staff report, I said, I recommend not to approve. And then they got all upset. I said, why don't you just stay neutral? I said, well, I'll stay neutral, you know. I said, but I don't really think there's a market for that out there, and I don't think you're gonna get over all the obstacles. One of the obstacles is the bridge, well, not the bridge, but the road on Sheffield Island Road has a culvert
Oh,
underneath it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's cracked and broken. That road floods twice a year, no matter what. If you don't get any rain or not, it does. And, you know, if you had a hurricane or some kind of major storm, that road's flooded height, you know, you got 750, plus the 187 people out there now, 750 more homes, they don't have anywhere to get out. And I told them, I said, I will never approve a plat unless you can find another entrance that goes to Harrisburg Road. So anyway, they have a lot of obstacles to cover. They can't, and we can't move on it anymore. The mayor told us not to put any more time and effort into it until the county approves it. The way the annexation works is they're not tied to any city parcels right now. So this county has to approve that before the city can move forward. So I don't see it happening, but they have this company has deep pockets, and they're willing to spend any kind of money they can to do it. So we'll see. It may be, you know, maybe 3 or 4 years down the road, but I don't know. I hope it doesn't get approved. Anyway, I just wanted to tell y'all about that. I know there's a lot of rumors about Sheffield Island, so. But anyway, that's all the residential I got. Let's talk about commercial and industrial. So we still have Plug Power hydrogen fuel cell plant out there at the industrial park. They have phase 2 completed. Not sure if they're gonna go through with phase 3. Their company's not doing very well. Their stock price is down to like $2 a share now. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. We were hoping that company was gonna create a lot of jobs, but it hasn't worked out. That's what they said they were gonna do. We just finished it's called the SSI small pump plant that's off Old Steel Road right there. They just finished that, and so they'll start manufacturing in about probably another 2 weeks. And he said hopefully he'll create another 100 jobs for Kingsland.
How many?
100. Yeah. The Foodie J out there, they are planning on building 2 more buildings in 2026. Their business is doing very well, so they're gonna be employing more people out there. The public shopping center on Highway 40 Middle School Road should be open by the end of this year. They'll have also 8 retail sites beside them that'll be for rent.
Let me ask you a question. Does DOT have any plans to put another turning lane in there,
And from 40,
right here?
oh yeah.
Okay.
They'll have a turn lane, another entrance.
Lord
right there.
help, thank
Yeah.
you. I'm tired, I almost died every day.
They will not have any out parcels for sale there. That'll be just a parking lot right there. The Enmark, that's right there on the corner of it, also, they should be opening by the end of September. And if you have a road by there, that is a very, very nice, convenience store. And they're gonna have a restaurant inside. Some beautiful landscaping they did that I made them do, but.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I just wanna tell y'all, when I got here, you could see the older projects in town, they didn't make them do landscaping.
No,
But when I got here, that's one thing I changed. I said, we're gonna do landscaping because we want it supposed to look pretty and beautiful. And so if you see all the new stuff, all the landscaping, you thank me for that. But anyway, the Enmark will be a big place to go. Let's see what else we got. So we have the Publix grocery store and shopping center is also planned for, on the corner of Gross Road and Long Island Parkway. They've already submitted all their plans, everything's been approved, and construction will probably start late 2026 or early 2027. That is actually done by Publix themselves. This other one right here was done by another group. So the one on Gross Road they'll have out parcels. It'll be a bigger, nicer store out there, and it's something they needed. They don't have a grocery store out there, and all those people in Marsh Harbor are gonna be very happy about that place. The Ace Hardware was supposed to go on Middle School Road behind the Publix. They cleared all the land and this project got delayed, I don't know. but-
I heard it was on hold indefinitely, is that the word?
Yeah, they're having financial issues and, I think they're also waiting on,
Cost of
everybody's waiting on
construction.
interest rates,
Yeah.
you know, and all that stuff. So you also have a proposed mixed-use town center, mall that's gonna be across from Kings Bay Road. I think that's 178 acres right across from there. We've already got approval from DOT to redo that whole intersection, where it's gonna be easier to get through and, help with traffic. But that place will have big box retail such as, like Costco is already committed there. Home Depot is interested in coming there. They'll have an RV resort in the back, some apartments, and then more restaurants. The conceptual plans have been submitted. That's also part of our tax allocation district, number 2. They're just looking for a developer. That's Mr. Sawyer's deal, and, you know, he's responsible for putting in all the infrastructure and everything, but he's just looking for a developer to get it kicked off. They will also complete Boone Street all the way, the Boone Street extension all the way down to Mariner's Landing. So there'll be, you know, other ways to get in and out. Right
I've
there.
only been asking for that for the
There
35
you
years
go.
I've been
No
licensed.
kidding.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, they're gonna have lots of speed limit signs, cause they're gonna be.
That's just a
down that
suggestion.
road. Yeah.
It's like a stop sign
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
here, it's just a suggestion.
Increase the police force.
We have Project Unicorn, which is a proposed large warehouse distribution facility. That's on the west side of Harris Bluff Road. This could create 100 to 200 jobs. Everything's been approved, all the plans have been approved. I just talked to the developer last week. He thinks he has a large tenant that is going to rent the entire space. And of course, you know who that probably is, it's either Amazon or FedEx or somebody.
I was gonna say, that Amazon,
Yeah.
my thought.
Gotta be. So that's
He wanted
good.
it to be closer.
That'll be good for Kingsland. He's also got another one, it's called Project Mermaid, and that's gonna be on, Kinlaw Road. Not quite as big, but the same warehouse distribution, facility.
Now, that could be FedEx.
Huh?
That could be a FedEx if it's not as big.
Yeah, he doesn't really have anybody for that. He's gonna wait till he gets somebody, then he builds.
know.
That's the way he does.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So I already talked about the Georgia Florida Sports Entertainment Park. Parker's Kitchen, of course, their convenience store is already open, but they're planning 2 more stores to be built in Kingsland, probably Exit 1 and the Marsh Harbor, area as well. The Camden County Health Center is already open. ViStar Credit Union, construction has been completed on that. The Dollar General Market on South Lee Street, just past Royal Avenue, is now open. It's a pretty nice store. Got good landscape.
They do have good landscape. They also have chocolate covered, Nutter Butters in there, just FYI. That's so deadly, so
Hey.
deadly.
Tell my husband.
I know, because I have them in my refrigerator.
The Jiffy Lube is open, the one beside Walgreens is now open. Texas Roadhouse, restaurant will be open.
They were paving the parking lot when I came by this
And
morning.
they have very nice landscaping, you can see that out front, it looks great.
They will be open in December of this year, so.
Better get on the waiting list for that.
I see a Broker lunch and.
Right beside that, Texas Roadhouse will be the Express Lube and Auto Care, so you can go eat a steak.
Get your car, get your car worked on while you're getting something to eat.
So that's coming along. We have Evans Concrete Plant, that's out in the industrial park. Their construction started in January, I think they're now open though. We have the Georgia Florida Parkway Project, this is on Exit 1 and Haddock Road. It's 278 acres of mixed use consisting of residential, commercial, and light industrial. We already done the annexation and rezoning of that. PD was approved. Bill Gross is involved in it, but he doesn't own all of that. But they have already signed a letter of intent for a travel plaza to go on Exit 1 on the other side of Haddock Road. And I already signed a letter of intent for a developer that's gonna do a subdivision. Now, those are the first 2 projects that are going in down there. Anything after that will trigger for them to have to start 4-laning Haddock Road. So that's gonna happen. They already got the survey done and they've got the land for it. So they'll 4-lane Haddock Road up to a certain point, and there may be a roundabout on Haddock Road at some point as well.
Do you know how much commercial space?
I don't, they have a land use, map they sent us, and it just depends. I mean, they may do more residential, they may do more light industrial, they just don't know yet. It's whatever to call it,
Okay.
where the demand is, I guess. That's gonna be tied in with the, I guess it's the wildlife project for St. Mary's. They're gonna try to tie all that together and redo that intersection down there, and it's just gonna be a major business corridor down there, really. Lot going on. And I'll just mention, we did a study the other day, and between us, St. Mary's and Camden County, we got 12,000 houses planned for the next 5 years. And you ask where are these people coming? It's, I mean, we're getting a lot of industry coming in, so there's a lot of jobs gonna be opening up. But people are coming up here for, the schools are very good here. So they're getting out of Jacksonville to come up here for the schools.
See, and that makes me question why we don't have schools in the plan.
Mhm.
'Cause that's gonna be a big concern.
Yeah,
Be a
I
problem.
questioned
At the
her
next council
I questioned
meeting.
her the other day, but she said they are not nowhere near capacity. So
Really?
Maybe one.
Said the
two
high
others.
school was
Century
great.
Yeah.
Century said about a new elementary school the other day when we were there.
Yeah, well, if they build one, that's what they're gonna build, an elementary school.
But it's not
She
an
said
elementary
as far as
we need,
middle
it's a high
schools,
school.
their numbers are down, and high school, she said they got plenty of capacity.
Really?
But you gotta remember, if they go to 2 high schools and they drop down in
Yeah.
classification,
I know. For
God
football.
forbid.
you know how that football is.
Well,
But
We
the
don't
other
care about
thing-
your
other thing she
education.
was explaining too, that the way they have their teacher to student ratio right now is at 18 to 20, they still get federal funding. If they go up to 25 or 30, they don't get that funding. So I guess that has something to do with it.
Yeah, oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Let's see. Oh, we had, okay, the Polaris dealership, that's on West King Avenue, that's now open. That's a pretty nice dealership out
That
there.
is.
We have a indoor, it's called the Wildcat Indoor, storage facility with boat and RV storage as well. That's off Wildcat Road. And they're also gonna have, 9 retail shops facing Laurel Island Parkway in that parcel right there. That's Austin Sawyer's project, and that's gonna be, he'll start, work on that probably early of 2026. We have a Wawa convenience store coming.
What is that?
I knew you'd be excited about that.
East King Avenue, right beside the Petro
Okay.
station.
It won't be out of your way.
Sweet.
When is that?
Huh?
When is Wawa?
When?
Yes.
Oh, they already started clearing land, so it's coming very soon.
I saw the land clear.
Yeah. It's all the trees.
Scott, what's the reasoning behind, or
Time for
what's the
Hoodie
thought
Fest.
process behind why we put gas stations side by side? We drive down 40 now, we must have 20 gas
I
stations.
agree. I mean, all that land's on commercial, it's not really, you can't stop them, but like a Wawa's totally different from Petro.
Well, I
truck
get
stop.
that, but sooner
Yeah.
or later, some of these smaller gas stations are gonna
They're
go
gonna fold.
fold.
I totally agree.
So,
Yeah, they're building them bigger and better, that's the whole concept. And they must know something we don't know.
Well, look
'cause
at
they would be
Buc-ee's.
coming, yeah.
You can go get gas, buy groceries, diapers, I mean, you can get everything right there.
You spend the whole day in Buc-ee's.
You can even eat lunch in there while you're shopping. I mean, my goodness.
but do we ever do anything cause you talk about all these different surveys and things that the
Sub
cities
studies.
doing, but do we ever look at, okay, we've now got 7 oil changing
Yeah.
places,
Yes, we have.
so are we looking at getting something like we don't have, like a Sprouts
Yeah.
or a Fresh Market, or?
Yeah, we are. We will not be getting any more oil change places.
You're
But it just, you know what
No, I agree with you. I see what you're saying, yeah.
We seem
We
to,
do look at that.
Have we had anything like Sprouts or Fresh Market or anything? Cause people ask that all
We
the
haven't-
time.
We haven't.
Been
really.
approached?
No, we haven't.
But with the gas station
Have
thing,
we
for
approached
all those
them?
homes, and he just said like everybody can't pile into the same gas station, so
Yeah.
it warrants
And
it.
of course Wawa offers, you know, other things. They're gonna have an
Good
extra
hoagies
drive-through.
and stuffed pretzels.
Yeah, they're gonna have a drive-through where you can actually order food online.
It's an
and come pick it up.
experience.
No, that's Buc-ee's.
Yeah,
That's
Buc-ee's is
experience.
definitely an experience.
We're like in an anxiety attack.
Yes, very much
Buc-ee's
so.
put you in debt.
We'll have a Seven Brew drive-through coffee shop coming, in front of Lowe's, in that parking lot.
Ooh, goodness.
They should start construction probably by the end of the year on that.
Then I won't die trying to get my Starbucks.
We have a Bojangles restaurant is supposed to be coming on Boone Street. They're gonna be taking over the old Captain D's building.
Oh, my husband,
Okay,
my
good.
husband would be so excited.
Yeah.
That's good to hear, that's
Speaking
taking
of
over
next year,
something that was
And I
there.
got very excited. I love Bojangles. If you've never been there,
I've
it's
never
Biscuits,
been.
good
What kind of
best
biscuits.
biscuits and breakfast.
Biscuits, I was gonna say, yeah, good
Breakfast?
biscuits, yeah.
And their
They
dirty
have rice
rice.
too, yeah.
I said, and their dirty rice.
Me and Debbie met with a guy who owns some of the Culvers in Florida, and it's a possibility he may be opening up 2 Culvers in Kingsland at some point.
2?
Yeah, well,
Wow.
he wants to be,
Oh, that's
he
cool.
wants to grow quickly.
He's very high energy. He's looked
Oh, my
at
goodness.
career based. I know, I'm exhausted by the time we
Well,
get
what
to
he said, he said,
talking.
I'm 39 and I wanna retire by the time I'm 50, he says, I got 11 years, he said, I'm gonna rip it, and I said, okay.
Yeah, he's already opened, I think 15 culverts he's
15
already
already.
opened.
So he's looking at exit 1, of course, he's looking at Laurel and Parkway, he's also looking at, in front of, new Aldi's. He's looking at that parcel right there too.
that would be a good
Oh, that
place
would be
to
a
put
good
it.
location for
I
it,
thought
yeah.
that would be a great.
That's
Yeah.
what, yeah, that's
To
what's
start
got
off
it.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you already got access right there, so it makes
Right.
it easier.
Or that
Those close
parcel
down,
that,
right? Just-
Alicia has just down from Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, he wants to be closer to 95.
Yeah.
There's Mo's that just shut down, I guess, so there's always
Well,
an
it's-
option just to roll
when
in
you-
there.
If you talk to him, the statistics and the likelihood of people going that far are a lot less. So, which
I
makes
would
sense,
agree
you know,
with
when
that.
you're traveling,
We
yes,
didn't wanna go very far, if we couldn't see the sign from the highway, we,
exactly, that's what
We
I'm
get
very
back on the
shallow
highway.
It's
like
only
that.
within a half mile of the interstate.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what Culver's does.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So, yeah, he may bring in 2 there. So the JDA has just purchased 50 acres on the west side of US 17 near Colerain Road, and that's where they're gonna build their new commerce industrial park. They have run out of land in the other one, and they have some huge, companies that wanna come down here. And so we have the sewer and water up there, so they have to buy more acreage. So there's gonna be some big industrial plants coming to Kingsland, which is good. That helps your tax base and provides jobs for the city as well. Yeah, but, and I wanted to mention, beside Texas Roadhouse, they have cleared that
Mhm.
area out over there. I think Olive Garden is coming there.
Oh, shut
Pretty sure it's Olive Garden. So don't hold me to that.
Speaking of taking over old spaces, what's going in the current Publix?
Yeah, I was gonna talk to you about that. So-
I knew I wouldn't
Yeah.
have to ask
So-
that.
Sorry to jump
Yeah,
ahead.
so they do have a tenant already for Publix. He said it's something that'll make all the ladies happy, so I'm not sure what that is.
I'm thinking
Maybe
Home Goods,
Mhm.
my
Home
brain
Goods,
just
Hobby
picked,
Lobby, something. I don't
Well, it
know.
would make sense with Marshalls.
that's right.
Yeah.
Cause
They're all under
their
that same
sister
umbrella.
companies.
So they've already got that, they've got that space rented.
That'll be all right with me.
Now, let's talk about, you know, I do have a concern because there are some restaurants that are shutting down. We just had Highway 55 shut down, they were only open a year.
Right.
But that was,
Mo's is shut down, they just shut down.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have the empty Chick-fil-A building.
are they wanting to sell that or lease that, do you
They
know?
want to sell it. They've got somebody, well, he said he talked to somebody that wants to do a car wash there. I wasn't real excited
Oh
about
my
that.
God, I wouldn't either.
You know, we have the Captain B's building, hopefully that goes through with Bojangles. So it's kinda concerning that, you know, some of these places are not making it. And I don't know if it's a mixture of their business plans not working or their management, or they just don't have enough people here, you know? I
Now,
don't-
my
I don't know.
understanding of Highway 55, because the one in Brunswick at 38 has shut down too. My understanding
Well-
is that's an internal issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also heard that Mo's, their business plan just wasn't working, they couldn't get enough people to work for them.
Yeah.
But the Highway 55 in Brunswick, terrible location.
Oh, I know.
Terrible, yeah.
I mean, terrible location.
Yeah, you could see it, but you just couldn't get to it easily.
You couldn't get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's kinda like, what
Or
is
it
it,
was
Tequila
too
and
late if you
Saison?
were
I don't know
passing.
how they stay open. I
And
honestly do
I
not.
talked to them the other day,
Tequila and Saison?
that they're not.
Everything in that location has shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything.
Well, that's an access
Well, it's
issue
hard
right
getting,
there, and the,
yeah.
It is.
It's already
And
It's
the-
still a
in,
great
but trying to
location.
get
yeah,
out.
the infrastructure on that building
But
though
I
needs
told them they should cut
serious.
down all those trees in front.
Absolutely.
You can't see with it. And also Freddy's is not doing very well either. And that's another place that's, nothing has done well there. I don't know why.
Where's Freddy's?
Freddy's right there beside the
By the Circle K.
Circle K.
By the
Heading
intersection.
towards exit
You
3.
don't even know where
Yeah,
Freddy's is.
I
know.
That would be a good spot for Culver's.
They don't advertise or market their restaurant very well, so.
Well, the burgers
So,
are really expensive.
While
They're
you're
not
talking
that good.
about the tequila and that right there, I know you guys shut down the hotel in the back
Yes,
there,
we did.
They're so-called condos.
but they're still advertising those on our multiple listing.
Yeah, there shouldn't be. I talked to that guy, and I told him 2 or 3 times quicker than that. They've got a lot of, hopefully what's gonna happen
That just needs to be bulldozed.
is, that's what we're trying to do.
What'd you say?
Needs to be
Bulldoze.
bulldozed.
Tore down.
And that's probably what's gonna happen, eventually. Now, we did go to court with them, and they have been, cited, and they have to clean it up in so many days and renovate it in so many days. But if they don't have the money to do it, they're not gonna do it. So if it doesn't happen, then, yeah, it will get.
Well, say, I noticed on
You'll get
MLS,
one,
he's
yeah.
still advertising, cause when he
Yeah.
first started
Oh
advertising,
my
Debbie
God.
and I
I'm
did
like,
a
what
drive,
the crap is he
a
talking
drive
about?
by.
Somebody brought that
Condos
to
back
my-
here.
Brought that to my attention, and I called him, I said, man, you cannot do that. You can't, first of all, they're not condos.
Well, some people are calling them condo tels, and there was an era of condo
Yeah,
tels too,
but it's not
so.
zoned for that. You
Well, I
can't do
didn't
that
think so.
anymore.
I think we're gonna have to pursue that through Georgia MLS.
I was gonna say, was it reported to MLS? Cause
You should probably.
they'll
should.
make them take it down.
You
Yeah.
probably should. Anyway.
We have an in there.
Yeah.
So I just wanna talk, the last thing we'll talk about is some projects that the city's involved in. Talked a little bit, it's gonna spend $10 million to be spent on a new water plant and sewer project for the west side of the city. We have, went into an agreement, to put out for bid to put a roundabout, a 4-lane roundabout, a 2-lane roundabout or a 4-lane roundabout, whichever one, on Winding Road and Arlon Parkway. It's a dangerous intersection right there. DOT did not wanna put a light there, but they did agree for us to do a roundabout. So roundabouts are coming to Camden County, so get ready.
Here's the
They
thing.
work
If you
better
try-
than
if you
traffic
try-
lights.
Practice.
Everybody needs
If
to go
you
back
try to
to
fly through a
driving
roundabout,
school.
like you would blow through a stoplight, you're gonna wind up over in the, your
That would
car's gonna
throw
be in that
them all
storage
off.
facility over there on the right.
I would imagine 2 lanes, there's not that much on those corners to make it 4 lanes.
Yeah, it would be, I'm thinking it's
Just,
2
It's probably
just a
Yeah,
word,
yeah.
could we make it during the summertime if there's construction, so that way
Yes.
people commuting to the high school
Spotlight. He
are
has no
not-
control over that.
Okay, well, just if you talk to somebody who
I'll
does,
tell them you said that.
thank you, yes, thank you.
Which
Like,
means
let's
it will
think
probably
about
happen
this.
Could you only do construction during these times?
This is what you're allowed to do.
They like doing construction when the kids are
Are
going
you
to
gonna
school.
do a roundabout
When
where
it was a
the
brand
road
new
that's
drive
Hammond
up.
Woods dumps
Yeah.
into
Nine.
Laurel Island?
They
Possibly.
build
They don't,
The-
I don't think so, but possibly. Because they have run the 4-lane.
Because how many houses and people are gonna be in that area trying to get out?
Yeah,
I mean, you know, it's gonna
it's a
turn into,
possibility.
yeah. Well, I vote for it, just put Wendy says.
Yeah.
They're also gonna, and they do Cannon West Parkway, they're gonna realign that on 40 with 50th Avenue, goes straight across. And they have a plan to put a light there as well.
You know where that's at, right there where you turn in to go to Coldwell Banker. That's 50th Avenue.
So
How that got named that, I'll never know.
They're taking up a lot of,
Yeah.
a lot of Willie Jewell's parking lot too, he's not very happy about that.
Yeah, I know.
But it is what it is. Let's see, what else? So we're gonna finish paving, Algate Drive to connect to Middle School Road. And that's gonna give people more options and access to 40 and Boone Street. The county's doing a traffic study, that's being completed in the next couple of months. We have engineering plans on the way to improve Boone Street and Haddock Road intersections.
Hmm.
Trying to put
That could be just driving lessons for.
Well, I said if you just put 3 turning lanes up there, it would solve a lot of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Joy and I have been trying to figure out how we can mount a camera out there so we can take pictures of all the idiots. during
People
the
don't
day.
understand a 3-way stop at all.
That's what I think.
Yes,
it
but
is,
when the
just-
police don't adhere to it, you're not going to get the public to adhere to it.
So what we wanna do is put in front of Starbucks, we wanna put a turn lane that turns right onto Haddock.
Yeah, cause they already do that anyway.
Coming up Haddock, you wanna do a right-hand turn lane that goes to Lowe's, like you,
Mhm.
on Boone Street, and then you're coming the other way on Boone Street, you take a right-hand turn lane over to railroad tracks. If you're coming the other way on Boone Street, they wanna eliminate the left-hand turn. Because
Really?
people go all the way down and do
Mhm.
another. So-
But they don't take any notice of you can't turn left out onto getting up onto the highway right there
Oh,
by the
okay.
what was the old subway.
Right.
Yeah.
Even though we have a
Right.
sign that says don't turn left,
Oh, yeah,
people
they-
can't read,
they-
so.
They know that, for sure.
This old couple just about took me out there the other day. I'm like,
But your problem, you got 2 problems there. First one, you got the railroad.
yes.
If they could get rid of the railroad, we could solve the traffic problems in
Mhm.
Kingman, but that's never gonna happen. And then you have, DOT owns 40, so you have to always, ask them, and they
Get
wanna
permission.
put a light there, and I'm like, well, so you can have 2 lights, like, right side by side. I said,
That's,
that's not-
don't make sense.
Yeah, so anyway, so that's about everything that's going on in Kingman.
Well then, I have a question for
Do
you.
you have any, yeah,
Gracious.
let's do questions.
Now that 95 has got to be enlarged all the way down, and Florida's started some of it, and I noticed when I drove up the other day, Scott, that Brunswick, or just heading up to Brunswick, is now starting to extend it to make it 4 lanes on either side.
Right.
When do we think Camden's going to come into that?
I have no idea, I haven't heard anything about that, to be honest with you.
Well, I know Governor Kemp
Yeah.
and DeSantis said that 95 was going to go 4 lane and 5 lane all the way down.
Which I agree it should.
Did they get South Carolina?
I was gonna
on
say,
board?
can they lift them in?
Yeah, I
That-
thought
Can they
R95
start
was
there and work their
fine.
way down?
And
Yeah.
Carolinas are
Oh.
doing the drive every other month now. Yes, they are starting.
Yeah, they need
Um,
more, they need more lanes, I mean, with all the trucks that come on 95.
Oh, yeah.
They certainly need more lanes, cause they have a lot of wrecks, right in that area, for sure. But I haven't,
You haven't
they
heard
don't talk
anything?
to us much, I mean, if it's DOT, they're gonna do whatever they wanna do anyway.
I didn't know because of the exits we've got whether they would loop you guys in.
I hope so, maybe, I don't know.
It'd be nice, right?
Yeah.